Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and Iratus, Wrath of the Necromancer on Eternal Harvest 3. We resume our grim harvest at the end of the catacombs. We will be challenging the mad scientist once more. And we're going to be doing it with this team. We did locate an item, the sharpened bone, which will enable a very specific build that I have never been able to pull off before, so I'm very interested in pivoting to that build, but we are still missing a few very important pieces to complete that build, so we'll be searching for those, while still searching for the Ashes of the Burner Witch and the mandibles, the spider mandibles. Because of course the dark gods of RNG do not like me completing this build, I guess. The most broken build in the game. I'm sorry, Sekhmet. But, we'll see. There is no opposition to doing the funny meme hyper carry Pride of Iratus build, so, and we haven't seen her in forever, and you know, they say that distance makes the heart grow fonder. And it does. It's been so long since we've seen her. She'll be good to return. Anyway, let's catch up on where we are with the stack, shall we? Sekhmet has 8 Spirit Spear stacks, 2 to go. Iratus, of course, first to be capped, still capped. Our Fair Lady, halfway there, and Gustav is also capped now. Good job, Gustav. I'm proud of you. As far as our talent points are concerned, last time we picked up the Finger of Death, the most broken ability in the game that secures your win, especially when you combine it with a Reaper that has the Essence of Mind, such as Iratus. So what will we do with our points, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. We'll be saving up to 1 more point to pick up the Scalpel Artist. This will guarantee an additional part drop after battle. And then we're going to fill out the rest of the alchemy tree. Necromancy power is awesome, a very late game talent, I think, but it helps out a lot. 10% extra damage, 10% reduced damage, good. The Calcination restores my mana when you do Calcination. Usually you can pick this up pretty early, but we weren't expending our mana like crazy or anything. Luck Potion, plus 6 luck. I usually pick this up earlier, but hey, we never got around to it. And the Calcination Mastery gives you additional spell power after calcinating. All very good passive benefits that we'll just sit on. You know? Rolling our way, steamrolling our way to the end of the video game. Have more attack. Almost done. For my Fair Lady, we're holding Iratus. Can I press this button now? Can I? Sure. I don't know what was holding me back. And Sekhmet, of course, has no points to spend. So here we go. Elite, failed experiment, conjuress, and sorceress. Do you have wards? I might put on the destruction wall. If you have, nope, okay. Just kidding. I don't care. And we don't really have a whole lot of consumables, so we ain't using that. We are going to pull you forward. I'm not a fan of this. Or her, actually.
Carve open their husks.
We'll make her go boom. There she goes. Nope. Oh. We warded it. Good. Also, Solus pointed out the mechanical aim procs at the beginning of Gustav's turn. I didn't doubt you, Solus, but I just double checked and it does. So it kind of looks like I'm ignoring the failed experiments. Which I kind of am. Actually. Ow. And they taught me a lesson for doing it. No buff. Alright. Well. Now what? Part of me wants to reap the sorceress. I sight the Sork, and then I blow up with Gustav. She dies anyway. We'll see if this works, actually. I don't know if it will. Is this the right call? We're gonna find out. Boop.
One less annoyance in the world.
I definitely need to cocoon here. If I'm not careful, our Fair Lady could fall over. Ooh, not dying today, though. I had no assurance that I would survive, by the way. It was sheer dumb luck.
Your frail bodies fail you.
With a little bit of, you know, probability in my favor.
This will be your end.
Here you go, Suflatus. Alley-oop. And then I guess I'm just shooting you. We're relying on our mechanical aim here. Not bad. 103 is not bad. It's kind of interesting that with Gustav... Huh. With Gustav, we definitely try and scale up the trench loading for the buff.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done
really?
purging the world
But
ahead
then,
of schedule.
after a few turns, we kind of just rely on the mechanical aim to give us the damage bonus. We don't really care about anything. Never gonna see that item. The Wizard Bones reduces magic damage received by 50%, increases physical damage received by 25%. The opposite of the Warrior Bones. I could get both. Both are funny. They basically cancel each other out, and you would just be left with 25% reduced damage from everything. It's a thought. Another Crowpaw. Or another Hero's Blood. The minion deals plus 100% damage and becomes immune to damage and debuffs during round 1. We have one of these. We have one of these. We have none of these. What would I do with the Hero's Blood? I don't know. I still have no idea.
More for me.
I think that's the first time I've ever willingly picked up the Wizard Bones. Huh. We're kind of just... We're collecting a menagerie. Which is usually used for livestock, right? That word. Usually not utilized in this capacity. But here we are. A menagerie of items. A plethora of items. A myriad of items. A mausoleum. Okay, I'll stop. I'm still thinking of more, but let's focus on winning, shall we? We have an elite Shadow Elf, an elite Sword Mistress, a Golden Golem, and Living Armor. This is nothing too spooky. We've seen all of this before. It'll be fine. Worth noting, though, with this composition, I cannot use my trusty spell power. Well, I could. It would just be inviting danger. Which is what I would love nothing more than to do. But that's okay.
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
What was I saying? Oh, yes. We have plenty of Damahe without it. Well, so I thought. Yep. Then we can go ahead and dispel. Which will remove this buff, and remove your buff, and remove this ward.
End of magic.
Well, you'll keep your buff, but you'll remove the ward. Which is what I want. Now, I actually have a few options here. I might just do this to start the venom reel ticking. Alright. Don't regret this, me. You could regret this. I hope you don't. Let's reposition because Siflatus is without a ward. Recovering mana is just a side effect.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
We'll buff one more time. See, because we moved... The mover here was actually our Fair Lady. So Gustav didn't actually lose his mechanical aim. Okay, we'll buff one more turn. I'm gonna have to remove these blocks. cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Huh. How do I want to do this? I can YOLO this and hope. Alright. Failure. I actually have a lot of options here now. If I want, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to move both of the blocks so that Gustav can use his buckshot to kill them. Like, hit all of them. Kill the shield maiden. Alright, this is the only way I can see doing this cleanly. It still sucks. Actually, I could just do this. 40 Wrath is a lot? Block. All the block is gone. Everyone can rest peacefully knowing that we're fine. Mostly fine. I can set you on fire. But I don't want to. And now... Kaboom. Kaboom. I hope.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
Kaboom indeed. It hurt, but it was a kaboom. That was good damage from good old Gustav. We took quite a bit in return, however. So, I could take this moment and get necromancy power because we are about to do a sizable amount of distillation here. Wait, why am I doing distilling? I'm not. I'm so glad I caught that. Ooh. That's why I don't like fountains. I always forget that fountains exist. Absolutely every single time. Let's go with the scalpel artist.
The formulae reveal
Traditional
their
parts.
secrets.
For the boss fight, we have so many things we could pick. We're going to be replacing the Spirit with the Destruction Maw. And we're going to be popping the Orb of Vulnerability.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
Because there are many enemies here. Do I want to change this? What would I change this into? The Fortune Magnets? The Health Magnet? The Spell Power? The Mana Recovery?
Fetch
It's totally going to be the Mana Recovery. Sekhmet, 4 points. Going once. Going twice. Guess we're holding. Suflatus. Also holding. We could get 1 luck, 1 evasion, but I kind of want resistance and armor stuff. Oh, Fair Lady. This was an overwhelmingly exciting turn, wasn't it? Great. Alright. Well, the Mad Scientist, everyone. The new boss. Do I want to upgrade something? Who would I upgrade? Suflatus, you kind of deserve an upgrade. Right? This would let me max out attack for Gustav. Okay. The greed. All of the greed. Alright, here we go. Once a bright human wizard, he made the mistake of picking a fight with the dwarven alchemists. He figured out how to bypass, surpass even them at their own craft, and they did not like it one bit. So they got him to drink a special concoction that scrambled his brains. This later served as the prototype for their lobotomy serums. The mad scientist retained his keen intellect and knowledge, but became utterly unhinged and was quickly discredited, only caring about performing more experiments, each more eccentric than the last. Wow, all your blocks and wards gone. So here he is, he has 3 summoned creatures. I don't remember if he resummons them, and I totally should have checked the Humanorium. But hey, sometimes you just don't get around to it. He has a 50% chance to redirect an attack to an ally standing ahead of them. I also didn't make more potions. Totally prepared. Does not escape 50% chance to redirect any attack to an ally standing directly in front of him. Well, it doesn't say directly, so could it be any of these 3 or just this one? Who's about to move? Spoiler alert. Whenever the mad scientist uses an ability, he gains a buff that restores 2% vigor and 2% sanity each turn until the end of combat. And he happens to just have 1945 of both. That's a lot, that's a lot. No evasion though. And he has 3 block and 3 ward. Well, more accurately, had
Death.
3 block and 3 ward. And just like that, all of the blocks and all of the wards were mysteriously gone. Pity. So because he redirects, I'm pretty sure... Okay. We should try and kill these, especially the failed experiment, because we all know how much I hate this, right? This thing is troublesome. Okay. I could back up and reap the Maelstrom again, but I don't really feel the need to. Well, that's kind of annoying.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Gustav is probably going to sit here for a while, if I had to guess. I'm pretty good at guessing. A swing and a miss. Remember, the Archmage's Pendant is recovering our HP every single turn. Not our HP, our mana every single turn. Our MP, not our HP. I am beyond death. That's the spirit, girl. That's the spirit. Kind of want to dispel. I see lots of buffs. But they're not like dangerous buffs. They're just like surviving buffs. And we don't really care about that. Survive all you want. Okay, maybe not that much though. That was a lot of healing. But again. Oh, Mictlantecuhtli would have a field day with this. Where are you when I need you? I know the answer. Not here. Kinda want to reap someone. I don't really care who. Just someone, you know. Someone needs to reap the whirlwind. Be responsible for all this death and wanton destruction.
Make them suffer.
This guy in particular seems up for it. Oh yeah.
Death predestined.
And off with your head. Now we're getting there. It was close. Do I do it again? Want to see me do it again? Nah. We'll start focusing, well, distributing our wrath, perhaps. Now, he's probably going to heal this, so I could try and kill it now. Or
Perish.
we can begin distributing our... I was going to go one direction with that. Distributing our wrath. Nope. I ain't no fan of that. I mean, thankfully, his decision to do that killed that. But this buff... Oh, that's a buff. Or, excuse me, that is a debuff. So we're going to go ahead and nope out of that. And then... And then what? This positioning is fine. Boop? Boop time? Boop time. Okay. Now it's pretty straightforward. We just punch the mad scientist.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
Every now and again, he'll go ahead and redirect the attack, but we don't really care about that. Because either he's gonna die or his friend's gonna die. Ah. Wait, did you mess up my mechanical aim? No. Okay. You need to go away, though. Actually, is this okay? I think this is okay. How bizarre.
Madness manifest.
think this is perfectly fine. Unlucky. Indeed, you were unlucky to face me. Alright, well. Let's drop the bomb, shall we? I do really want to fate your attack, but I'm just going to set him on fire because I'm afraid of him moving me. Well, I guess with my ward I wouldn't move, but it's time to start killing. The time for patience is over. Come on, hit Sekhmet. You know you wanna.
Madness manifest.
Nope.
Let them weep.
And there's all my mana back. Alright, good job, everyone. See, sometimes you just gotta take it nice and easy. Slow and steady wins the race. My fair lady. Oh. My fair lady. Take two. Alright.
Mine is the wind.
Good job, everyone. The Jester's Visage. The Salamander skin, we've seen this quite a bit. Any character that attacks this mini receives 40 magic damage. And the Jester's Visage significantly increases the chance to be attacked by an enemy. Which, fun fact, is now the only way to get this, like, self-taunt thing. It used to be a thing just for the skeleton, but then they replaced it with the Warden ability, and yeah. Minions and enemies gain 20 accuracy until the battle ends. I hate that item so much. But that's mostly because I'm a big fan, a huge fan, of evasion builds. I don't know why. I'm crazy. With our 2 talent points, I guess I kind of wanted to save, right? I really want Necromancy power. It's going to help out a lot. A lot. Sekhmet is now everyone's level 41 now. It's a beautiful sight to behold. And with our 8 points, we're going to map bigger. We're almost there. Suflatus also has 8 points. Go ahead and grab some armor. Our Fair Lady at 10. Max armor. Now I need a max resistance. And Gustav with 4 points. Have some more luck. We can get 12 more luck. That's not bad. 42, and then we can get 6 from that passive that I've ignored. Alright. Well, that was, my friends, the Catacombs. The 4th floor, the magic floor, has come to its epic conclusion. And with hope in our hearts and a dream of items, we march forth and breach the final stronghold of the Grand Magister and his order, the Cathedral. Ah, how it feels to defile this sacrosanct place. The Cathedral is the heart of the Order's power. From here, the Grand Magister commands his fanatical forces and enjoys total dominion over the surrounding lands. Usually, one might only hear whispers in these hallowed corridors, but now they are filled with the sounds of blades being drawn and armored boots hitting stone. Dim moonlight pours into the high windows as an unearthly battle cry bellows forth from the decaying throats of your minions. It is time to finish this war. You have clawed yourself up from the bowels of the earth, and you will not let a bunch of priests and paladins stand in your way now. Your undead may be vulnerable to their holy powers, but superior strategy and numbers will see you to victory. And finally, to establish your eternal kingdom upon this earth. Let's slam. Come on and jam, and welcome to the slam. Reverse those 2 words. Also, I should have equipped another weapon because the destruction maul does nothing against these folks. But that's fine. It's perfectly fine. So welcome to the 5th floor. We rushed into this combat because we'll take a look at the paths once we reach a diverging crossroad. The first 2 enemies we encounter are the Champion and the Paladin. They are quite similar in that their features both scale off of when an ally is defeated. For example, with the champions, they gain 25% damage until the end of combat, it stacks, and it cannot be removed. The paladins reduce all incoming damage by 25% until the end of combat, stacks, and cannot be removed. So, as far as threats are concerned, champions are more threatening, paladins are just more annoying. Also, if you are doing a stress build, the paladin is kind of a counter to single target stress, just a heads up. Oh, and these champions have 71% luck. And 51% evasion, holy crap. So yeah, this is the stance. Deals, I'd love to read this, 200% physical damage to any minion that deals targeted stress damage to an ally. Important verbiage there. Targeted stress damage. So, for example, this curse doesn't apply. An AoE vengeance beam from a mummy doesn't apply.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Stance activation from the Dark Knight doesn't apply. So you can get around this stance. I'm just saying that, if you feel like hitting people with an empowered Dark Knight stare into the void, that'll count. Or if you feel like slapping someone across the face with a wraith, that will count as well. So, things to be considered. Ow. Well, I know what our Fair Lady is doing for the rest of this combat. How does this work with the ignition? Does this crit the ignition as well? I don't think so, right? I guess there's one way to find out.
Death predestined.
Boop. Did I say crit ignite? Anyway. Because I don't want Iratus to die, correct decision was made. I'm so smart.
Become part of the breathless tide.
SMRT smart. I guess it doesn't matter if I move her. Sure,
Strength through pain.
I guess it does. Does this pierce the damage reduction? I don't think it does. No. Okay. Really?
Take everything from those you defended.
Really? That's what we're gonna do? That's how we're gonna do this? Fine. Be that way. I don't care. I'm still gonna crit you.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilization.
Yet another second brain. Feels bad. Yeah, we're definitely going for necromancy power. Hey, show me a bride. Well, I asked. I already have a banshee. Don't want a second banshee. Did I equip the slipper? I might have. Here, just give me this. Take another blood phantasm. Sure. Now, let's actually bring a useful weapon into combat.
It embellishes my undead features.
I guess the grappling hook? We could bring in the infused dagger for the lulz. Like I said, it scales super well. You know what, let's do that. Just so I can show you how well it scales. But we're going to distill. Here, I don't want this. Take that. Alright, let's slam. We can upgrade something, though. Okay, Iratus, I'm going to give you this. Don't waste it. I trust you. Mostly. You've mostly earned my trust. Do not squander it. I gave him armor because I'm tired of him taking chunks of damage. Alright. So, we have two new enemies this time. The first one is the Knight. He has a 50% chance to redirect attacks to himself. Isn't that so selfless? He also is sitting at a whopping 106 to 121 attack. Wow. I never saw this guy as a threat, but I guess now he's a threat. 50% chance to redirect an attack or debuff to the Knight from an ally located behind it. 2 attack. +2 attack until the battle ends each time the Knight receives damage, stacking up to 10 times. A funny synergy to do with this is to obviously hit him, to give him the attack, and then, for example, Miklant the Kutli would then slap him and gain benefits off of his buffs. So you can really scale the buffs and debuffs on the knight and just ruin their day. It's a good time. Good time. Okay. Now that I've had that discussion. Oh, I should have fingered first. I'm a dum-dum. I could have gotten rid of this lady individual. Not so kind persona. Anyway, this is the priestess. She's kind of like a support, but also super annoying.
Terror will overflow.
Did that give you 10? Oh my goodness, it did. Okay, note to self. Note to self, that is not good. I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Mostly because I have too many things I want to do. I'm pretty sure I have to cocoon. But I want to remove this block for Soufflatus. I want to Finger of Death the Priestess. Oh, let me show you the thing. What's a good thing to get rid of? To show you... I guess the Rites of Carnage, right? All these abilities are kind of useful. The Crush Bones. 50 plus 68 magic damage. So, right now, without any of the Hourglass buffs or any other spell power amplification, we have 118 damage. It's pretty good. You would die, right, if I pressed this on you? 61. 100. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think this would go off before you would die, yeah. So, anyway.
Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky.
Just a fun thought.
Bony weather incoming.
Goodbye.
This never gets old.
It really never does. In case you're wondering. I've been here many times. I've seen this floor. I've done this floor. And it never got old. Yeah, she sets you on fire. Option 1. It's a weak fire, though. It's not like the Enchantress from the previous floor.
Death.
That uses a lot of mana, but I'm kind of okay with it. Ow, son of a... I'm less okay with it all of a sudden. You can just go boom, right? Let's see. Like if I do this...
Ooh, this
and then I do this.
Nicely.
Okay. Everything's a bit more alive than I thought it was.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
97 should be enough to kill you? Yep. Alright. Okay.
Being born was your first mistake. Opposing me?
I could have farmed her for some more health. Maddening amulets. Hey, look. We found how many of these in the last run? Like a gazillion, because I kept sacking them. Well, now we get to sit on it. And the Amulet of Perfection. Ooh, that's a good one. That gives... And the Ring of Darkness. We're bound to find the Spirit Armor soon, right? Like, we have to. Like, look at all this stuff. We're back on Hoarders. Where's the Amulet of Perfection? Show me Perfection. This one. Minions made up of 4 uncommon parts or more get an additional plus 20 vigor during battle. That's a lot. And of course, more vigor for the Bone Golem and our Fair Lady improves their healing. And of course, the healing from Soufflatus when he...
Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
Reaps some life. So that is a very good thing. And I usually equip that near the end. Like, that's my end game artifact of choice. I think I'm just going to save for more armor, honestly. And it would probably be worth getting everyone at least green items now to use it. But you can also just be greedy and not use it. Fair Lady waiting on resistance, you're waiting on luck. Okay, so now let's take a peek, shall we? At the very end of the cathedral is the Grand Magister himself. There is no new boss for this floor, so we couldn't roll RNG yet again. Because I am a fool in love. No, I'm not. Well, I am a fool, that's true. I am looking for more ancient coffins, because I have been slapped across the face, dejected, shunned by the dark gods of RNG. But that's not going to stop me. And if you thought it was, you don't know me very well. Which is fine, you might be new here, in which case, hi. My favorite thing to do, and it looks like I can do it on this floor, is to zig and zag, meaning you start off one way and then you zoom all the way across the map to the other side. And in a perfect scenario, you'd be able to do it again to maximize your time on the floor and the amount of loot that you pick up. But, as I mentioned, we are searching for ancient coffins. Altars are also good, but cultists are what will enable my meme build that I would like to do. So, I want to hit at least 2 cultists, and this left position is looking prime for picking stuff up, but also kinda boring, if you know what I mean. Like, we could go left and then pivot to the right here. That looks okay. Question mark? Question mark? There's a lot of steals here as well. Alright. We'll go left, and then I kind of wanted to go this way and then pivot right. Oh, I can't pivot that far. I'd have to pivot. I can go like this. Ooh, I can go this. Ooh. Messy, messy, messy. But hey, messy can be fun, right? Let's go have some fun. Please show me something good. Please. It's the 5th floor. A second brain, yet again. This is like the 5th brain we've seen. The Martyr's Rag, the minions has a 100% chance to redirect an attack targeting an ally directly behind them to themselves. This is a permanent, what I call warden ability, so it's like, we gave this to the spider and it would be a permanent cocoon. Although I really wouldn't want attacks redirecting it to our Fair Lady if she wasn't in her cocoon. The Orb of Negation, actually a very useful item. The minion becomes immune to debuffs. I think it's really good. It's really strong. And I guess that's what I'm picking.
Dark collecting.
Champion, Paladin, Champion, Lady. Really? This is what we're seeing? I don't want this anymore.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hands.
It's just our Fair Lady and Sekhmet missing stacks, right? I don't need to cap them. They didn't gain any stacks anyway. Alright. Let's go slam. Grappling hook is good enough. Alright. You all know the plan. There is a plan. Plan 1. Boop. Then we generate Wrath for Suplantis. I missed. Feels bad. Generating Wrath for Suplantis. Does that involve not using Terror Blast? It might if I'm not going to do anything with Gustav, which I'm not. Alright. Let's do this. For the lulz. Yes, move into the trap. And look at that. Literally one more Wrath than I needed.
Toss them in with the rest.
It's beautiful. Calculated even. You could say that I calculated that. Alright, please don't hit Gustav super duper hard. That's all I ask of you. It's not much. Well, it wasn't Gustav. I guess that's something. It's something. No. Okay. This is a problem, isn't it? I don't know what's best for me to do. If I get into a cocoon, I have twice the chance of being hit by this. Oh dear. No!
You end up replacing it. Got it?
My fair lady. Fate was cruel to you. I suddenly have a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, I should not have said anything. I should not have said anything at all. Okay.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Oh, he didn't die.
Death predestined.
I'm worried. I'm very worried. I keep forgetting that these stupid things can heal themselves. But they can't heal themselves forever.
Ooh, this one voided its bowels just as it died.
They can't. It's impossible. Just trench load. Don't do anything silly. It's okay.
But that
Not
one
okay.
was my favorite.
Sakmat. My dear. I'll miss you. Okay, that was something.
Predictable outcome.
Insurance deal. Oh, it's mocking me now. After a battle ends, there's a 25% chance that killed minions will revive. Oh, look at you. You've lost some minions. Here's an insurance deal. I guess the good news is we got both of their brains back. We recovered the armored plates, the crowpaw, and 2 legendary items. But is that really good news? My fair lady.
Through transformation, the will becomes free.
I'm gonna miss you. So picked up necromancy power. After using distillation, all minions deal 10% more damage and receive 10% less damage for 1 battle. It is a bit of a kick in the stomach, isn't it? We recovered the crowpaw, of which we had an extra, just in case something happened. And it did happen. I had a feeling that there was going to be this one level, this one floor where things would just like remind you all of a sudden, oh, that's right, you're on Eternal Harvest 3. I hope you didn't forget that. And I did. Spiked rings, each round, Iratus gains 12 wrath. I actually really like these rings, but Shackles of War. The Iron Heart, Iratus gains 24 wrath at the beginning of battle. It's just like the Abode of Wrath, pretty good. Then the Robes of Potence, minion gain 8 luck, 8 accuracy, and 8 evasion. This is what I considered. It might still be. I consider this basically one of the best chess pieces in the entire game. The unstable armor that we currently have equipped are a close second. Close second. If not better, depending on the circumstance. But I was just thinking to myself, now that we've had a run-in with the reminder that this is Eternal Harvest 3, we are in the perfect position to pivot to that one build I just mentioned, and that one build that I mentioned earlier, not just mentioned, but mentioned earlier, that does not use the Shackles of War. And it probably would behoove us to get a useful replacement, such as the Spiked Rings.
Ah, I can use this.
Knight, Champion, Knight, Paladin. Paladin. Well, I think we'll save that combat for next time. Next time with a new build. Haha, it's incomplete, but, you know, I'm sure it'll be fine. Or we can just piece something together here. Something like, you know, this. This would work. The mummy really need to be this far back? Although this being this far back would allow for the wraps. The murder mummy. Is it the return of the murder mummy? Probably not. But Chazakeel, the Wraith is uber good. I think the Wraith is, I've mentioned this before, I think the Wraith is the best character right now. He is so strong. And he did quite well on this floor, actually. So, you know, we have lots of options open to us. And we'll see. Maybe we'll give Chazakeel a whirl before we complete that one build. But you can let me know if you have any strong feelings about what you would like to see happen next. F. Sekhmet. F. Our Fair Lady. She died just like she does in Dark Souls. Near the end. I'm sorry. But thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. The catacombs are behind us. We have breached the cathedral, and now the game was reminding me that playtime is over. You're near the end, Iratus. Your goal is so very close. So now we must remind you. This is the final fair difficulty of the game, my friend. If you thought it was going to be a cakewalk, well, you're in the wrong place.
Dear sister, it hurts no longer.